just under 70,000 spectators, and they've come out in full force for this one. A fantastic atmosphere here in Minneapolis. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the New England Patriots taking on the Minnesota Vikings. On the visitor sideline, Patriot head coach Mike Vrabel. His guys currently sitting at 500, 2-2 through 4 games. On the other side is Vikings head coach Kevin O'Connell. His guys ready to show out in front of the home fans as they try to send them home happy at the end of this one. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. So now the Patriots getting set to take over on offense. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hopefully will set them last week. Results itself this time around.
Give them 15 yards to start their first drive of the game.
Patriots, first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
They run again on first down. Chubb runs through the contact. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
And again, it's Chubb. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
A carry here for Trevion Henderson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
It's Williams on the catch. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Kyle Williams, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Patriots will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0.
Vikings, nothing.
The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it's finished off by a Pats touchdown. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. So here come the Vikings as they get set for their first drive. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his 2nd year in the NFL now.
I loved his quote during the week. If I were a defensive back, I would have wanted to play against me last week as well. He's trying to eliminate those turnovers, those interceptions, and get back on the positive side of the ledger throwing touchdown passes.
Yeah, had 4 of those picks, led to the loss. These are his numbers from last week's contest. A boatload of catches, 71 yards.
And he was able to haul that pass in there, but he knows he's got a tough task ahead of him. This unit in the top 5 in the NFL against the pass. He's going to have to really work hard to get open.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
A loss of 6. It's now 3rd and 13.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down again. Anthony Jennings. 2 plays in a row now that he has gotten in there for the sack, and it brings up 4th down. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the Patriots take over. Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1. At the 45.
Throwing here is May. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
Good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
That's good for a Patriots 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They'll throw with May. Right back to Henry, and Henry's got it again. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a 1st down.
14. 1st down, New England.
They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. He'll take it inside the 25. A check on the numbers for Chubb from a week ago. 14 carries, 61 yards.
How about we shine a little spotlight on the offensive line? Those big guys up front are creating nice space, nice gaps for them to run through. I think he's going to go for over 100 yards in this game.
2nd down, here's Chubb again. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Patriots in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. To throw, it's May. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball through, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Stephon Diggs, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Patriots go up by 2 touchdowns. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it's finished off by the touchdown by Stephon Diggs. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Vikings taking the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Well, still 2nd quarter, you get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
A loss of 7. Brings up 2nd and 17. At the 32.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
The Vikings at 3-1 here through their first 4 games. And they come in off a disappointment last time out. That put an end to their modest 3-game win streak.
And last week, not only on the scoreboard, but I saw on tape as well, definitely not one of their final performances because they were outclassed pretty much right from the start. So I think there'll be a renewed emphasis on trying to be a little better out of the gate in this one so they don't fall into a big hole.
A check down here to Jones.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, short tackle.
And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
At the 15-yard line.
They'll drop to throw.
Open man, that's Felton.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A 14-yard touchdown.
And the Vikings have got it back to within a score. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. Very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
Extra point splits the uprights. And that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So the Patriots coming out now. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Here's May. That's complete. Demario Douglas with it.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. So the pitch and catch good for 11. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Here comes 3rd and about a foot.
Henderson will try and run for the 1st. And not only will he not get the few inches he needs, he's going to go backwards.
So on 4th down, here's Bryce Behringer on to punt for the Patriots.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Taking it about the 16. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10.
The Vikings offense and Aaron Jones headed back onto the field. And he has been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers for this first half. This defense is going to need to find some way to key in on him because he is eating them up right now. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach here, guys, all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well. Back to throw again. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Incomplete. Brings up second and
again, he'll drop to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
on second down.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number one. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Well, the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They'll look to throw again. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down.
That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 2.
They're going to look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's another Vikings first down. First and 10 at the 23.
Back to throw now on first down. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete. Second and 10. He'll drop to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And it's picked up by the Patriots. A disappointing end of the sequence there. He was starting to turn nothing into something, and then he lost the football.
And sometimes things get lost in the transition. And what I mean by that is you go from being a passer to a runner. And at a certain point, once you cross the line of scrimmage, you're strictly a runner now. There's no more downfield threat. Make sure you take care of the football while you're traversing downfield.
Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Yeah, they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it first and 10 at the 39-yard line. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
It's now second and 10.
He'll look to throw. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield.
And the Vikings first down. First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Well, an unfortunate time for the penalty there. That cancels out a positive play from this offense.
Well, not to sound too trite or too accepting, but you and I both know it happens. You got to accept it and move on. Yardage, you got to get back. Focus on the next play and move on.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So into Pat's territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 34. They'll look to throw here. Complete. Jefferson the target. Pick up of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
brings up 2nd and 7 at the 31.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Now he's going to step up and run. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That is caught. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. Now back to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
19 line, Viking 18.
Looking to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 3rd catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a 1st down.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run again.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Vikings are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 14. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it was capped off on a quarterback sneak for 6. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Patriots now. They get ready for their first possession of half number 2. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand-new ball game, all tied here in the 3rd as they have their first possession of this 2nd half.
And, Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
It's caught on the right side, Williams. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Now May on the sneak. And he will have a Patriots 1st down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
And the Patriots 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 46.
The tight end Henry here in motion. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
At the 45-yard line.
They run it again with Chubb. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
47-yard line.
Sometimes your process get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time has run out on this 3rd quarter of play. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And he'll back up a few steps as he'll make the fair catch at about the 8-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. And it looks like the offense did get the football back, but it is clearly in that end zone, and it's going to be a safety. Well, I don't know if careless is the right word there, but bottom line, here in the fourth quarter, tie game, you can't do that.
You sure can, Brandon, and not only do you give up the lead, now you've got to turn around, punt it away from your own 20 as well. So it's really a double whammy with time starting to become a factor.
Now comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And they've seen their lead nearly extinguished after that last score, but bottom line, they are still on top with the football, and a touchdown on this drive would really put them in position A. He completes it to Henry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
First down, Patriots.
Up the middle, it's Chubb to the 43, second down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
From the 43, here's a second and 7. A give running right is Chubb. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That second down play nets a -4.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
And the Vikings, first down.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Finding room at midfield. Big strides, look at him go. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. T.J. Hockenson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the fourth. So now here are the Vikings faced with a big 2-point conversion attempt.
The Vikings
They'll try and throw for it. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2, they don't get it. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 60 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
First down. A gain of 11 on the play. And the Patriots first down.
And they'll send Williams in motion right. Throwing here is May. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner. We watch them drive for what would be a touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. They go up the middle with Chubb. He pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards. Second down.
At the 26. It's a pickup of 3.
Back to throw.
And 7.
It's complete to Davis. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Patriots, first down. A gain of 14. First down, New England.
And Chubb will try the middle here. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line.
10 more yards.
I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Jonathan Greenard running in to pick up the sack.
Exactly what they were looking for. They've been giving up yardage. They've been letting them drive right downfield, but they got a sack right there. How about that for a little bit of revenge?
The sound reverberating here in the dome. This is 3rd down. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because
he takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. For the extra point.
Point after, right down the middle. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages, as a field goal now can only tie it. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Vikings offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. This is 1st and 10. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept him. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. And he will get a good amount of yardage back on 2nd down, but the clock still runs. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Well, just a gigantic play here, both sides. This is 3rd and inches. He'll try to pick it up himself, and that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here it is, 4th and inches. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So an ideal set of circumstances there. They move the chains, and they save that final timeout. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. Another try, 2nd and 10 now.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
He'll look to throw. Able to find Jones. And he will get out of bounds here to stop the clock, but not a huge pickup there. 6, maybe 7.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
He's back to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And we're just inside of 10 seconds to go. They'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
And that will be Incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. The Patriots will take their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Up and here's Jones. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. What a game we were treated to in this one. And on that final play, they had a chance. They had the ball just beyond midfield for one final shot, but couldn't get it done, and they suffered the loss.
Yeah, and you mentioned how they had a chance on that final play, and getting it to midfield gave them that opportunity, hoping they could find their way to the end zone and make that miracle happen. A really good ending to an entertaining contest, though.
So for New England,